Hey, Keith wants me to introduce this video, so I'm going to do that. We are here to talk about Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, which is the newest Assassin's Creed entry into the franchise. This is slated to come out October 29th of 2013 on current and next generation consoles. But yeah, it's on Keith's birthday, so October 29th, Assassin's Creed 4 Day. Wish Keith a happy birthday. Now, Ubisoft is going to be releasing... What?
It's funny.
Is going to be releasing like more information about this tomorrow. So we'll have another video on that. But we just thought more of this video is what our thoughts on what's been released so far, how we feel about this, what we want this to have, etc. And there's a trailer that leaked somehow. I don't know how all this shit leaked about this game, because everything that so far that everybody knows about it has been leaked. I don't know why or how it leaked, but the trailer leaked. It's reminded me a lot of Pirates of the Caribbean. They're on a ship. There's a Blackbeard-looking guy, and then all this crazy shit starts happening. It just looks interesting. But yeah, Keith, go. What's your thoughts on this? How do you fucking feel about Assassin's Creed 4?
I love Assassin's Creed, so I mean, I'm excited for it because, I mean, like I said, I love the series. I can kind of see that maybe this would have been the way that they went because they made a big deal about the naval combat in 3 and like how that was like one of their biggest accomplishments of it, that I knew they weren't going to put it to rest immediately. But it was kind of cool. I mean, at least by what it looks like, they've kind of done one of like the 3 possible things that I think it's possible for that I thought they would do, which is 1, do like a prequel game, which I guess in a way maybe this kind of is. Continue Connor's story, which again maybe in a way this kind of is, and then continue the future story, which there's been nothing leaked about what the modern day part of the story is going to be about. But like you're Edward Kenway, which is Connor's grandfather and Haytham's father, and you're a pirate. And again, as Tyler said, it kind of looks a lot like Pirates of the Caribbean. I thought the trailer was kind of cool because I don't know, some of the action sequence just looked badass. And, it does have a Pirates of the Caribbean feel.
Looked badass, especially when he like jumped down. He was like,
and then he has like 2 pistols. And then he has 2
sick.
swords, which maybe they'll do something with more extensively with dual wielding in this game, because there's a little bit of it in 3, but it's kind of weird. They're putting out. It seems like they're going to start putting out an Assassin's Creed every year, which if they do it like they did 3, I won't mind, because the way they did 3 was after 2 came out, they put like a third of their or a small portion of their production studio working on that, and they put a majority of the studio working on Brotherhood. And then when Revelations came out, they kind of, more of them went over to start working on 3, and then some worked on Revelations. And then once Revelations was out, they put all the pistons and everything towards Assassin's Creed 3. And that's why I think the game was so successful, is because they basically had like almost like over 3 years worth of development on it. And so that's why the game worked. But I mean, I don't doubt that it'll be a good game. I'll enjoy it. I'll enjoy basically any Assassin's Creed they put out, I think. What's your opinion?
Yeah, I'll enjoy it. I know I will. Assassin's Creed is one of my favorite franchises ever, and definitely among this current generation of consoles and stuff. It's just, this is such a unique franchise and such a deep and rich world and story, really. I think it's kind of cool that you're playing as Connor's grandfather. I hope he's not a dick like Haytham is. Haytham's just a dick if you play Assassin's Creed 3. I'm wondering, because you kind of start off in Assassin's Creed 3, spoiler of the 5 people that are going to watch this if you haven't played it, you kind of start off, you play as Haytham, but you're already a Templar, and it didn't really show how he became a Templar.
You know, this could be, yeah.
This could maybe lead up to that and be like, okay, you know, that should be cool. I think the whole Caribbean Bahamas setting, that could be pretty interesting. You know, to say the least. I liked the naval combat from 3, but it wasn't my favorite thing in the world. I thought the one giant naval battle towards the end, I found that to be quite frustrating, to be honest. And I hope that there's... it'd be cool if it's there, but I hope there's not a gigantic emphasis on it. Maybe, like, sailing or something, sailing to new shit, discovering new stuff. I mean, that would be cool, but just on naval combat, I'm not sure how I completely feel about that until I maybe actually play it more, but I don't know. I kind of like that they're going back in time, in a way, because if they would have went forward into the 1800s or even farther, it would kind of take away the hand-to-hand sword play that the Assassin's Creed franchise is known for, and it would become more of a shooter. And the day Assassin's Creed becomes more of a shooter, maybe, is the day that I'm not going to give them my money, because that's just not fucking cool.
Yeah.
But I am interested in this. I just don't want, because they've been putting a new Assassin's Creed out, like, for what, the past 3 or 4 years now? One every year?
Well, they put 2 out, and they put Brotherhood out the next year, didn't they?
Yeah, and then they put Revelations out, and so... I just don't want to not feel excited for an Assassin's Creed game anymore, because I don't want it to have kind of like the Call of Duty effect. It's like, oh, a new Call of Duty's coming out, but you end up getting in play. I don't want that to happen, but you never know, because this is a different franchise, and I feel more strongly about this franchise than Call of Duty.
Yeah, but the thing is, I feel like there's Call of Duty, there's, you know what I mean, the games are all loosely connected.
Yeah, that's
Whereas
true.
Assassin's Creed, it's like a set story. So I mean, I feel like as long as there's more that can be learned, there's still more game. And I agree with Tyler. I don't think the Assassin's Creed series should go much farther in the future. When I was talking with, we have a video up about it with Reggie. We were saying that probably the latest you could comfortably go, maybe with it, like, and this is even a little bit of a stretch with an Assassin's Creed game, is maybe go up to like the beginning of World War I, because that's when like they were still using cavalry, and there was still a lot of hand-to-hand combat, and it would introduce like maybe an interesting little addition of some futuristic stuff, but then like not abandon the sword play completely. I mean, Civil War would be cool, but then I mean like not go much farther. But I do like that now they're jumping from place to place. And there was a thing before this got released. There was, you know, when Assassin's Creed 4 is going to be in production, and they were talking about it. One of the things that the website said that there was a couple places that they weren't going to go, and I know definitely they said World War II and feudal Japan, which I think feudal Japan would be awesome. But they might have said the French Revolution, but I think that would be like awesome. Like that's half of the Assassin's Creed fun, is meeting interesting and famous people, like. You know, meeting Leonardo da Vinci was one of the cool things of 2, and, you know, meeting all the founding fathers, George Washington, you know, all the...
Washington was kind of a pussy.
He was, but...
I'm being serious. Like, he came off to be a complete pussy, but it was cool to me.
But, yeah, so, I mean, like, I hope all those aspects are still in this game.
Yeah. Fuck, what was I gonna say? I hope... This is just me being stupid. But I hope this world is more of the size of like Constantinople or Rome, or maybe even the one from Assassin's Creed 2 in Italy. I mean, don't get me wrong, I loved how big Assassin's Creed 3's world is, how vast the frontier was, how big the homestead was, how big New York and Boston was. There's so much to do. But at times you felt a little overwhelmed at times. I'm weird like that. Like, I was just having a conversation with Keith. That's why I don't play Skyrim, because I just feel too overwhelmed with shit to do. I'm weird like that. But, yeah. Fuck, I was gonna say. I completely forget what I was gonna say, motherfucker. I'm interested in what they're gonna do with Desmond. Is Desmond gonna be alive? Is he gonna die? I mean, supposedly he did die at the end of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck's gonna happen with the whole modern day time shit, you know?
I hope
Never
they don't
know.
get rid of that. Like, I don't know.
I know, me
I've had
too.
this sinking feeling that maybe they're like, you know what, maybe we'll just do like just all these old school games, but you know, just back in history, not really have any future. But then like,
That's half the fucking story.
Yeah,
That was what makes it really interesting.
but 3 ended on such a weird note that like they kind of have to continue the story. I
They
think.
better have some genius way for the story to continue.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Like nothing like over the top that you wouldn't expect from an Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah.
Like if it like if I could sit there and be like, okay, that makes sense, then I'll be fine with it. Not fighting a giant Juno or something or trying to do that shit. That wouldn't be cool.
I kind of wish that they continue with Connor though. I mean, going back to his grandfather. I mean, that is cool, and I'm interested in that. But I thought Connor was a cool character. Unlike a lot of people that I read that thought he was dull and he was stupid and stuff. I thought he was cool. I would probably take Ezio over him, but I thought he was cool. He kind of had an attitude to him and stuff that made it unique. Like the whole almost revenge type thing made him a very enjoyable and lovable character to me in 3. So I don't know. Maybe they will bring him back sometime in the future, 6 games down the line.
Maybe they'll do like I don't know. Maybe this is kind of like we're gonna answer some of your questions from 3, and then maybe 5 if they make 5 next year, 2000 when 5 comes out in 2014, they'll have Connor and he'll be like 80 and it'll be like the Civil War or some shit. He's running around killing them damn Confederates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts? We'll
Yeah.
have more on this game, of
About
course.
got everything.
This is going to be a big game for the year. We're excited. Check out Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. If anybody watches this, it'd be cool if you talk to us.
Yeah, please. We get lonely.
Yeah, bye.
Subscribe.
Yeah,
Subscribe.
Subscribe, yo.